Alright guys, we're working on a 2010 Chevy Camaro. Customer said they just put gas in the car, driving along and the check engine light popped on. So let's take a look and see what it is. There's the check engine light. Quarter tank of gas. You didn't put much gas in it. 77,000 miles on a 2010. That's pretty daggone good. It can't be much, so let's go check it out. Maybe he filled it up and didn't put the gas cap on. That's always a possibility. Got good pep. Drives good. Alright, I think the next thing to do after driving this car, because it's got plenty of pep, let's go ahead and let's put a scanner on it and let's see what that code is. Most likely it's going to be a purge solenoid, or maybe he put gas in it while it was running or something like that. So let's go check this thing out. Get her in the shop. All right, we've got a 2010 Camaro. It's got the big 6-cylinder engine in it. Muscle engine, right? Code menu, display codes, display diagnostic trouble codes. It's got a P0449, EVAP code solenoid. Let's look at fix it and see what fix it says. Based on roughly 600 repairs, it fixed it 200 times. What fixed it? Replacing a solenoid. So let's go back to functional tests. Output controls. We're going to go to the EVAP solenoid opening closed. So what I can do in this test, I'll get the car up in the air and we'll hit open and closed, and you should be able to hear it open and close. So you should be able to feel the solenoid and hear it. All right, let's get this thing up in the air and see what happens. All right, that purge solenoid is located right up in there. You can't even see it. It's above the rear end. So I'm probably going to go in there and open up the computer and see what Mitchell says. I'm hoping I don't have to drop this rear end. All right, after looking at the procedure, what they want you to do is drop the whole subframe in the back where it's holding up the rear end. I'm not going to do all that. I'm going to attempt to take out the strut bolts and loosen up the 4 bolts in the subframe and just lower it down a little bit and see can I sneak my hand in there. I'm not going to be able to get a camera in and show you while I do it, but I'll just take videos along the way to show you each step the best I can. And if it don't work, I'll let you know that too. So let me give you guys a heads up of what I've done. I have removed the bolt completely from the back side of the subframe, and the one on this side here, I lowered it this much, about 2 inches. I took the shock out. I'm going to see, is it possible, can I sneak my hand back in there now, because I do have plenty of room, and hopefully get that solenoid off and try to feed it out this way. If worst case scenario I can't do it, we'll lower that subframe a little bit more. I'll put a jack underneath and bring it down just a little bit more. But that's where we're at. All right guys, a disclaimer. Any cursing you hear, I apologize for. Let's see, can we get this sucker off? Let's see. I can get my hand up in here and get the hose, I think. Maybe not. So let's take a look at the... Seriously? What the heck's gonna put a clamp back there? They literally put a clamp right here. see, can I get my fingers on it and get the clamp out? Because you can't get a pair of pliers back there at all. You see, this is here sitting like that. Well, I got it now. I can turn it and get on it. See it? It's right there. Right there. Be right back. Let me get my needle nose. There we go. We are not dropping this rear end today, buddy. Be patient. That's all I can say. Probably gonna run through 3 freaking batteries though. And looking at that, that just snaps up in there. So close. Well, got the wiring harness off. So we got that so far. I'm not sure if you can see, but that's what it looks like. That's where we're at. Needle nose right here. Squeeze on that. You know, they really could have come up with a better design on that hose clamp, because you definitely don't want to screw it up. Damn! My hand's stuck. Let's see what that does. For some light. I mean, this thing's supposed to just pull out, but I'll be damned if it's that damn hard. All right, another update. I went ahead and took out the bolt here. I just couldn't get my hands up in there, but now I've got quite a bit more room. I should be able to get up in there and sneak it out with no problem. Let's try this again. And my light went dead. I think I got 2 more. Go get another light. I love these lights, but the battery don't last worth a crap. Got another one just like it. So let's try this again. Let's get this back up in here. A little bit brighter light this time. I can definitely get my hand up in here and pop it out. There you go. Heck yeah. You're rocking and rolling. Move this hose out of the way. Damn, you're burning my bald head with that welding. You know that, right? I'd say you're losing hair, but I have no hair. Well, you know what? Now that I got more room, let me get the proper set of pliers for that job. I believe I can get it on it now. These are the correct set of pliers. So I should be able to get back here on it now. Come on, baby. All right, there we go. Now I'm gonna get a long screwdriver and we'll push that sucker off. Yeah, and just on a side note, I couldn't get my hands up in there to test this circuit, so I'm gonna go based on the 203 repairs that were made and it fixed it. We're going on that. Out, that burnt my back. All right, guys, there you go. 1 solenoid out. See what we got going on, y'all. Well, that went on too easy. That was a little scary. All right, let's get the clamp on. You know what? Maybe I got a better angle this time. Let me see if I can get my needle on there easier. So I turn that clamp sideways. I can get a better grip on it this way. Squeeze it and we can slide it back on. Hell yeah. We are home free, baby. All right, we'll get this, pop it back up in the hole where it goes, and then we'll slide the bracket on there. All right, that is that. Let's get the wiring on there. Yeah, I was reading all kinds of people on the internet saying how they had to drop the rear end, and one guy said he didn't even take the shock out to reach his hand around it. I do not believe that. This is probably going to be the easiest way to do that. This is going to snap up in here. Put my hand in there better this way. All right, we got it. Now we just got to get this back in the hole right up in here. So if we get it lined up, sorry about the angle, guys, but it is not the best angle for this. There's no easy way to get to it, actually. And now we got to push this back up to the hole. And really, this hose goes nowhere. It vents out into the atmosphere. I've got it on the hole. Now I should be able to just snap it up in there. Ah, shoot, lost it. Let's try that again. And the reason why it clamps up through the bracket just to keep it from flopping around. I'm in the hole if I could just get my hand on it now without moving it. All right guys, there you go. To get those bolts back in the holes, we had to get a come along and hook it right here down to the end right here, and we jacked it forward to get it in. So the tools you're definitely going to need is you're definitely going to need a come along, an impact, some jack stands, a jack if you attempt this at home. All right guys, that's going to be the easiest way to do this. The skill level is going to be a 6 or a 7. That's only because you got to take the bolts that hold that rear end up out, and you got to make sure you support it. If you're not comfortable doing that, don't do it at all. But if you're going to attempt it at home, use plenty of jack stands and just be cautious. Guys, that's it for this video. Don't forget to subscribe. Appreciate you watching. Catch you later.